Get ready to rock at the Great Lakes Rockabilly Road Trip Music Festival here in Port Clinton. Here to tell us all about it is the director and the co-founder of this music festival, Nicole DeFreitas. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us here in Port Clinton.
First, tell us, what is the Great Lakes Rockabilly Road Trip Music Festival?
Yep, so it's going to encompass all things rockabilly. So rockabilly is the kind of the roots of rock and roll mixed with hillbilly. And so kind of think like Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash. So we are celebrating all of that, and with the nostalgia of a car show and pinup pageant. And we'll have vendors and food trucks and just celebrating everything of the 50s and the rockabilly era.
And with the Rockabilly era, celebrating the start of rock and roll, tell us how the Great Lakes Rockabilly Road Trip Music Festival started within itself.
Yeah, it's kind of started much smaller on paper. So my business partner, Alex, has been actually battling prostate cancer for the past year, and he's in the rockabilly band, the Palatinos, that will be performing at the festival. So we just had this bright idea, like, hey, let's get a big rockabilly band. You guys could open for them, be something to, you know, kind of keep his mind off of things as going through treatment. And it just snowballed, and we now have 13 bands, and it's become this kind of monster in itself. So.
Well, I already am a fan of him and his music just because of what he's doing and what he's pushing through too, just so inspirational. But aside from his band, tell us about the rest of the lineup.
Yeah, so we have an amazing lineup. We have 13 bands. Our headliner is Reverend Horton Heat, which is one of the biggest rockabilly bands in the world. We have Wayne Hancock, Deke Dickerson, and my partner Alex's band, the Palatinos, will be opening for those headliners. And then we also have just some great bands from Nashville, like Jane Rose, and we have a lot of Detroit bands. They have a big rockabilly scene up there, so some really great regional bands coming down. So we're super excited for the lineup that we have, especially first year out of the gate. We're swinging.
Now, I'm born and raised Ohioan. I spent a lot of my childhood here, so I know that Port Clinton isn't just a place to get to the islands to. This is also a destination within itself, and it's so cool to hear about those artists who are coming in from places like Nashville and Detroit to play here in Port Clinton. But how did Port Clinton get to have such an awesome event like this?
So I'm born and raised here in Port Clinton. I live in Catawba Island, and I wanted to bring something fun to my hometown and bring it downtown. You know, we're a great destination and known for our fishing and just tourism in general, but we also have a great music scene happening downtown Port Clinton with the great venues like the Gristmill and Open Container Bar and some great venues downtown. And it's just a super fun vibe down here, and we thought, you know, bring something cool downtown and just celebrate music and just, you know, people in general.
And speaking of great vibes and great spots, right now we're at the Gristmill, which is one of your partners of the event. Tell us who else is involved.
Yeah, the Gristmill has been an amazing partner. They have, you know, they're the hot spot here in Port Clinton for live music, so it was a perfect fit for what we were trying to do. We're also partnering with Open Container Bar. We have the Clinton House that will be hosting a brunch Sunday morning. And then we have Commodore Perry Hotel. They're our host hotel. Three-Legged Dog downtown is going to be hosting our VIP party after the festival. So we really tried to incorporate, you know, all of our partners and, you know, people doing setup and things to be a local event so everybody could, you know, benefit and contribute and be part of it.
Sounds like there's so many local businesses that are getting involved in this. And speaking of, we're going to go across the street to one right now. Now we're at Open Container, just across the street from the Gristmill. So tell us what's going to be happening here during the festival.
So the Open Container Bar is another stage that we're going to be using. So it's a great outdoor facility, as you can see. Great bar, great drinks, and so there'll be bands going here all day. So yeah, we're super excited that Open Container Bar is partnering with us on this festival.
There's so many places that we're going to have some incredible action happening, but there's so much more than just listening to some awesome music and drinking some delicious drinks. So tell us, what else can we expect at the event?
So we are going to have a pinup pageant, and there were tons of applicants trying to be part of that, and so they've made their selection of the 20 contestants that'll be participating that day. And so we're partnering with Vehicle City Vixens and Flamingo Vintage in Detroit. They're the ones that are hosting the pinup pageant. We'll also have a car show where we're partnering with the Port Clinton Chamber of Commerce. It's their 33rd annual car show. So the city, we've met with them and they were kind enough to let us shut some more streets down. So we're going to be able to expand it to even a bigger car show than ever before. So
you're shutting streets down to really just amp up the entire city of Port Clinton.
Yeah.
And everyone from, you said earlier to me that there's people that are coming in from 20 states.
Yeah, so far we have people that have bought tickets from 20 different states, and they're all traveling in, and it's so great that we can showcase Port Clinton to these people that would otherwise not ever find us here.
So where can the rest of us, whether we're Ohioans or from across the country, go to learn more information about the entire festival?
So they can go to GreatLakesRockabilly.com to find our website, and it has all the information on there. They can also apply to be part of the car show, and there's a link to be able to purchase tickets on Eventbrite. And we also have a Facebook and Instagram page for Great Lakes Rockabilly Road Trip.
Well, it sounds like the Great Lakes Rockabilly Road Trip Music Festival is just one of the many, many things that make the Great Lakes so great. So thank you so much for telling us about this music festival that we hope to see you at.